Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a overview of the new archetype and the deck that I made for it. So this is a new water deck, and I think it is my new favorite deck. Let's get these out of here, let's get you out of here, and here's some spoilers for the next deck that I'm working on. Heroics, which are going to be based off of Dungeons and Dragons. It will have like a DM screen, and it will have dice and all that stuff. It's going to be a really cool deck. But as of now, we also made a pretty good deck that has a theme with it. This theme, theatrics. So if you're into theater or you like plays, then this will be the deck for you. It is an ocean deck, and it is based off of being able to recycle your cards more than your opponent can. First, we'll start off with our first card, the Aqua Actor Play White. Now, the whole archetype is called Aqua Actors. This is a water creature. It's a 3/4 for 3, and you can discard this card in one Aqua card, which includes people in its archetype, from free play one Aqua creature from your deck. So you can discard this card and let's say Aqua Actor Superstar and be able to free play Aqua Actor Extras. Of course, you don't want to make that play because of, we'll read in the future why you don't want to make that play, but just in case you have any extra Aqua cards on you, you can use this to free play and then continue plays. And you can only activate this effect of Aqua Actor Play White once per turn, which means if you have 2 copies of Play White and then 2 other Aqua cards in your hand, you can't free play 2 monsters. You can only use this effect once, so we'll put him over here. Next, we have Aqua Actor Superstar. Water creature, it's a 5/5 for 4, and you can discard 2 Aqua cards, free play this card from your hand or DC. Once per turn, you can target one aquatic spell in your DC, apply its effect, then shuffle that card into the deck. So what this means is if this guy's on the field and you have a, let's say, aquatic script playbill, which is an aquatic spell, target it, apply its effect, and its effect states, add one aqua card from your deck to your hand. So you'd be able to add an aqua card from your deck to your hand, and then once you're done adding that card to your hand, then you will shuffle the Aqua Actor, or the aquatic spell, playbill into the deck. Next we have Aqua Actor Extras. It is a water creature, 1/2 for 2, and it has the effect that states, when this card is cosplayed, you can add one aquatic spell from your deck to your hand, which searches out playbill. It searches out tragedy, it searches out mystery, it searches out comedy, it searches out all your aquatic spells. And then other effect states, you can banish this card from your DC to add an Aqua creature from your deck to your hand, which can search for Aqua Actor or Play White, or this next creature, Aqua Actor Understudy. Aqua Actor Understudy has the effect that states, you can discard this card and an Aqua creature from your hand, draw 2 cards. This is a pretty good effect, and it's a +0, since you're discarding 2 cards to draw 2 cards, you're not getting any advantage, but you are setting up your graveyard. Then you can only activate this effect of Aqua Actor Understudy once per turn. It's a 2/3 for 2, and it's a water creature, just so you know. And then we're going to go into the last Aqua Actor, Damsel. Aqua Actor Damsel is a water creature, 4/3 for 4, who states, you can discard this card and one Aqua card from your hand, play one basic land from your deck. And then you can only activate this effect of Aqua Actor Damsel once per turn, just a hard once per turn, so you can't use this multiple times to just swarm the field with lands, but this is a pretty good option, so that way you can swarm the field, because you can't summon more monsters than you control lands. Each monster has to be placed in a lane where there is a land. So, next we get to the aquatic scripts, which are the scripts of the play. This is what dictates the play and all that stuff, right? So next we have 2 copies of Aquatic Script Playbill. So it's a water spell that states you can add 1 Aqua card from your deck to your hand, and then you can only activate Aquatic Script Playbill once per turn, and it is a 1-star, which means you can use this, search your deck for, let's say, Superstar, then you can discard 2 cards to summon Superstar, and then you can use Superstar to copy this. Now, this is a hard once per turn. You can only activate Aquatic Script Playbill once per turn, but its effect can still be copied since you're not activating Aquatic Script Playbill. You're activating your Superstar. Its effect, however, is to copy the effect of Playbill. So essentially you can use this to search out 2 cards once per turn. Next we have Aquatic Script Tragedy. It's a 2-star and it says, double the attack of all aqua creatures you control. Your opponent takes no battle damage this turn. So let's say your deck is pretty good at swarming the field, but it doesn't have any form of removal. All of its effects deal with your own deck. It doesn't have any destruction or anything like that. So this you can use to swing over your opponent's monsters, and then on the next turn you can go in for the lethal. Next we have Aquatic Script Mystery. It's a water spell, 1-star. Target 2 aqua cards in your DC, return those targets to your hand. Being able to recycle your cards like this is going to be it's going to be the difference between you winning the game and you losing the game, because this can add to your hand, let's say, a understudy that you've already thrown away, and then you can use this effect again to draw 2 cards, at least if you haven't discarded it with its effect already, since it is a hard once per turn. But you can do that on the next turn to draw 2 cards. You know, it's just a ton of recycling that you can do with this deck. And to match Tragedy, we have Aquatic Script Comedy. 2 stars, simple, free play an aqua creature from your DC. Now, you're always going to have an aqua creature in your DC. You're just going to discard them and do all that stuff. There's going to be no shortness, no short supply of aqua creatures in your DC. So this is going to help you get those monsters back onto the field and back into fighting shape. Now, we have one last aqua card, and that is the Fantastic Aquatic Theater, which is a building. It says all water creatures gain 1 attack, and all aqua creatures gain 1 attack, which means since these are both aqua and water, they will gain the benefit of gaining 2 attack. Next, once per turn, I'm going to shorten the effect of once per turn from now on to OPT, and then if it's a hard once per turn, like for the effects of Play White, which says you can only activate this effect once per turn, it will say HOPT as hard once per turn. Then you can go on with the effect. You can target 1 aquatic spell in your DC, apply its effect, shuffle it into the deck. Basically, it is the same exact effect as Superstar, however, it is applied to a building, which means now you can copy 2 cards once per turn, and this is pretty good, because now you can, you just copy 2 cards once per turn. So once you're playing the deck and once you get your opening hands and all that stuff, you can figure out how to play from there. But then I'm going to show you the other cards that we run. So we run 1 copy of Draw 2 cards, 2 stars. The reason it has this coloring is because this is what I consider like a staple rarity. Staple rarities are cards that are like going to be at least once per deck. Like, look at this card. Pay 2 stars, draw 2 cards. Like, that's just super good. Any deck can benefit off of this, so I just made it a staple rarity, which is going to be like the highest rarity in my game. And if you want to know how to do this gradient, I'll show you in a later video. It is actually one of my favorite gradients that I've done. And yeah, I'll just teach you some of the gradients that I use, so that way you can use them on your own cards. Next, we run 2 copies of Dark Ascent. What did I say about that recycling? This is going to help you with that recycling. So Dark Ascent, shuffle up to 3 cards in your DC into your deck. And here's the reworded effect. That one's a little bit weird, and some people might not get it. Here's a better one. Shuffle up to 3 cards from your DC into the deck. So the reason it's different is it says from, that way it implies that they are going out of the DC. They're not going to stay there. Basically, I want to fix up the wording on my cards, so that way they aren't too confusing. Next, we have Sweaty Lotus, another staple rarity. Pay 1 star, gain 3 stars. It seems kind of weird, like, yeah, of course, it's a no-brainer, but the reason you pay 1 star is so that way you don't drain all of your stars, and then if you're going to use this, it's got to be one of the first things you activate, so that way you don't run out of stars. But yeah, this is a pretty good card. It gets you extra stars, and with the huge monsters that we run, if we can't find a way to free play them one way, we will use this way to gain that advantage. Next, we are running, what is that? Our last spell, which is Evolving World. It's a spell. Add 1 basic land from your deck to your hand for 1 star. This also might become a staple rarity because it's just such a good card, and I have a ton of cards like this that search out lands and all that stuff, and they're probably going to be cheaper, but for like specific lands, like search a fire land or something like that. Next, we run 3 basic water lands, and I think that is the last 3 cards of the deck that we have. I like this art a lot better than this art. I don't even know what the hell that is. It's not a ship, since it has these weird things coming out of it, but it is kind of it's kind of weird, kind of ocean monument looking thing, while this is just like, you can tell that's a water, like that's a big orb of water. But yeah, that is the deck, and let me show you a couple of plays. So here is our land, right? And we're going to shuffle our deck, and I'm going to demonstrate what kind of plays we can make. So if you don't know how the game works, during the start of your turn you will gain 3 stars, and this amount of stars goes up to 10, so you can only keep 10 stars. You'll gain 3 every turn. So let's see what we got. We got Dark Ascent, we got Draw, we got our Fantastic Aqua Theater, and we got our Aquatic Script. So we gain 3 stars. You know, imagine we have 3 stars. We'll activate Draw. We'll pay 2 of those stars away to draw 2 cards. We draw another Dark Ascent and another Sweaty Lotus. Perfect. We will use our Sweaty Lotus to bring us back to 3 stars. We will then... Yeah, we didn't really open up well. Yeah, this is not a really good way to show you guys what this deck is capable of. But yeah, we kind of bricked here. We don't have any monsters to put on the field, and that happens. You know, you brick sometimes. But let's say we pass our turn. Now we have 6 stars, and oh, we still can't make any plays. Yeah, this is not a... That was not a good way to show you how the deck works. But yeah, basically, this deck is a lot of fun. From playtesting, I've been able to make a couple plays, and it's just a nice little deck. Here we go. This is a lot better. Now we can do something here. We can activate Draw 2 cards. We can activate Lotus, give us 3 stars, so now we're at 3. We can discard Understudy and Extras, draw 2 cards with the effect of Understudy, play an Ocean, then we can activate Extras effect, banish it, add Superstar to our hand. That goes to our hand. Now we use Superstar's effect. We can free play him from the hand by discarding 2 Aqua cards. There goes Aqua Actor Damsel, there goes Aqua Script Mystery. Activate Superstar's effect, copy the effect of Mystery to add 2 cards to the hand, Understudy and Damsel. Those go back to the hand, Mystery gets shuffled into the deck. And then, since we still have 3 stars, we can then pay 2 to summon Understudy, and now we have 1 star left, and we have 5 attack and 2 attack on the field. Yes, that's a pretty successful first turn play. So yeah, that is the power that this deck has. You know, you can get all this advantage here. You can keep recycling, doing all that stuff. Yeah, the deck is just super fun once you can get the combos pulled off. But yeah, that is a short little demonstration and a little overview of my new archetype, Aqua Actors. Originally, I wanted to base them off of spellbooks from Yu-Gi-Oh!, but as I started writing the effects and playing the cards, they started a lot to feel like Dark Lords, and I didn't really like that. So maybe with some new Aqua Actor support that I add in the future, I'll maybe sway it a little bit away from that kind of playstyle and maybe make a new playstyle for it. But anyway, yeah, that has been Cardigan TCG, showing you one of my new archetypes. I really enjoy it, and I hope you guys did too. I think it is one of my favorite artworks. Your boy's got a little something, alright? It has one of my favorite artworks in the entire game, and I think it has one of my favorite playstyles in the entire game. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, hope you guys liked the art, and I hope you guys liked the gameplay. But anyway, yeah, it's Cardigan TCG signing out.